What happens when a man loses everything? His wife, his job, his sanity, and still refuses to believe it's over? And what happens when he meets someone just as broken, but far more honest about it? This is not your typical love story, because this one begins with denial, obsession, and chaos. Before it ever gets close to love, this is Silver Linings Playbook. Pat Solitano Jr. has just been released from a psychiatric hospital. 8 months earlier, he walked into his home and found his wife in the shower with another man. In a moment of rage, Pat brutally attacked him. That incident didn't just end his marriage. It got him diagnosed with bipolar disorder and sent to a mental institution. Now he's back home, living with his parents, trying to rebuild a life that no longer exists. But here's the problem. Pat doesn't believe his life is broken. He believes it's just temporarily off track. Pat's home life is anything but stable. His father, Pat Sr., is obsessive, superstitious, and completely consumed by football betting. He believes in lucky rituals, energy, patterns, and somehow, he believes Pat is part of that luck. His mother, Dolores, is the peacekeeper. She avoids confrontation and tries to hold the family together. But the tension in the house is constant. Because Pat isn't fully recovered. He's volatile, obsessive, and still completely fixated on one thing: getting his wife back. Pat creates a plan. He's going to become a better man. He reads every book his wife used to teach in class. He works out constantly. He tries to fix himself. But everything he's doing is for the wrong reason. He's not healing. He's preparing to win her back. Even though she has a restraining order against him. Even though she hasn't contacted him once. Pat refuses to accept reality. Because accepting it would mean letting go. One night, everything explodes. Pat wakes up in the middle of the night, triggered by a book ending. He storms into his parents' room, starts yelling, accusing, panicking. The house erupts into chaos. It's a raw reminder that Pat is still struggling, still unstable, still healing, and recovery isn't linear. One night, Pat's friend Ronnie invites him over for dinner. That's where he meets Tiffany. And nothing about Tiffany is normal. She's blunt, unfiltered, socially unpredictable, and immediately makes everyone uncomfortable, including Pat. Their first conversation is awkward and intense. They talk about medication, relationships, and personal trauma like it's nothing. It's messy, but it's real. And for the first time, Pat meets someone who doesn't pretend everything is okay. We soon learn Tiffany's past. Her husband died suddenly, and after that, her life spiraled. She dealt with grief in destructive ways. Lost her job, damaged her reputation, pushed people away. Unlike Pat, Tiffany doesn't hide her pain. She owns it, and that honesty makes her both intimidating and strangely relatable. Tiffany offers Pat something he desperately wants. She can get a message to his ex-wife, but only if he helps her with something. A dance competition. At first, Pat thinks it's ridiculous, but the chance to reconnect with his wife is too important. So he agrees. And just like that, two completely unstable people begin training together. Their rehearsals are chaotic. They argue constantly. They insult each other. They challenge each other emotionally. But slowly, they begin to understand each other. Because both of them are dealing with something deeper. Pain, loss, fear. And through all the chaos, a connection starts to form. Despite this growing connection, Pat remains obsessed with his wife. He constantly talks about her, plans for her, imagines their future together, even when Tiffany is right in front of him. And that creates tension, because Tiffany sees what Pat refuses to see. He's not in love. He's holding on to an idea. Meanwhile, Pat Sr. becomes more obsessed with gambling. He believes there's a pattern. Whenever Pat is present, his bets win. So he builds an entire system around him. Eventually, he makes a huge bet, one that depends on two things: the Philadelphia Eagles winning, Pat and Tiffany scoring at least a 5 in their dance competition. Now everything is connected. Family, love, risk, all tied to one moment. Tiffany gives Pat a letter, supposedly from his ex-wife. It says she's proud of him, that she's watching his progress, that maybe, someday, they can reconnect. Pat is overjoyed, motivated, hopeful. But there's a secret. Tiffany wrote the letter, not his wife. And she did it for one reason: to help him move forward, even if it meant lying. Eventually, Pat finds out, and he feels betrayed, angry, confused, because the one thing he was holding on to was never real. But here's the deeper truth. The letter didn't create his progress. It revealed it, because everything he achieved, came from within, and from Tiffany's support. The night of the dance competition arrives. Everything is on the line. Pat's emotional growth, Tiffany's confidence, his father's massive bet. Their entire journey leads to this moment. They take the stage. They're nervous, unpolished, different from everyone else. But something amazing happens. They don't try to be perfect. They just perform. Authentically. Emotionally. Together. And the crowd feels it. They don't win. But they score exactly what they needed. A 5. Just enough. Pat's father wins the bet. The family celebrates. But the real victory is something else. After everything, Pat finally understands. The person who stood by him, who challenged him, who believed in him, was never his past. It was Tiffany. Pat finds Tiffany, and for the first time, he's completely honest. No denial, no illusions. He tells her the truth. He loves her, not because she's perfect, but because she's real, and because she stayed. The movie ends with them together, not as perfect people, but as people willing to grow, to heal, to try, together.
Thanks for watching Cine Recap Studio. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a story. Until next time.